Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel and star. If you're new here or you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. It does help us feed hungry hippos. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today is Wednesday, November 20th. Because it's a Wednesday, that means it's time for Midweek Motivation. This is the video every week where I give you a little inspiration, some tough love, or a kick in the butt, whatever you need, while you watch me work. And hopefully you brought some work with you so you can work as well while you listen. Everybody's being productive. Everybody's getting stuff done and getting a little bit of motivation to get us through the rest of the week. Today I want to talk to you about competing with yourself and not others. I see a lot of resellers worrying about what everyone else is doing, aspiring to be like so-and-so on YouTube, trying to be like this person on Instagram or that person on TikTok. And it's absolutely 1000% okay to be inspired by other resellers, to be motivated by other resellers, to learn from other resellers, and even to emulate some of the more successful resellers you see if you see them doing something that would help your business out. For instance, if they have a really great inventory management system, or if they have a really good production routine from photos through listing, if you see them doing something that would be helpful, you can emulate them. What's not healthy and not good is to constantly compare yourself to other resellers and worry about being exactly like them or competing with them or better than them. Learning from other resellers and taking their successes and applying them to your own life is not competing. It's not worrying about being exactly like them. The reason you will never be exactly like any other reseller is because there is not one single reseller in this world other than yourself that is in your position, your situation, and your life. Your bills, your family, your health, your likes, dislikes, what you spend your money on recreationally is so different from everyone else in the world. Your business model, what inventory you have available to you, how much work you can put in each day, do you have disabilities? Like, everyone's situation is so unique to you and only you that you have to stop worrying about everyone else. You don't have to compete with anyone but yourself. You don't have to be like anyone else but yourself. The only person you need to compete with is the one you were yesterday. It's so easy to get caught up in that comparison and that competition and the endless metrics and the constant pressure to outdo everyone else. But sometimes you can get so lost in that pressure and saying, why not me? Why are they doing that? Why are they more successful than me? That you're really just doing yourself a disservice. If you're just focused on being better than you were yesterday, then you're always going to be better than you were yesterday, and you're always going to be succeeding and doing better. Instead of coming in with, say, 100 active listings and concerning yourself with being like somebody with 10,000, just remember, yesterday I listed 5 and today I listed 6, and I'm doing a little bit better today. Your success is not defined by the person next to you. Your success is not defined by anyone else's Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube videos. It's not about matching someone else's journey, someone else's pace, measuring your progress against anyone else's timeline. You're on your own path. You have your own unique set of strengths. You have your own challenges and you have your own opportunities, and that's what you need to focus on. So every day, every decision you make, and every obstacle you face is an opportunity to improve. When you shift your focus away from competing with others, you are freeing yourself to fulfill your own potential. When you free yourself from being just like everyone else, That's when you can refine your strategies, learn from your own mistakes, and celebrate your wins. Whether they're small or big, every win is a win. You're in a race against yourself, no one else. If you listed 5 yesterday, list 6 today. If you wrapped up 2024 with 5,000 active listings, maybe make it a goal to wrap up next year with 6. You're building a business. Remember that. You're not just in it to make sales. Although we are in the business of making sales, your business is not just about making sales. Your business is about making good decisions on what to source, where to source, how much to pay for cost of goods, what kind of business model, volume-based bread and butter, wholesale items, one-off buys from the vintage store that you can sell for a lot more money. You have to make all of these decisions every day. Then you have to have the ability to put all of this into a good process of listing, photographs first and then listing and your shipping processes. There's so much that goes into this business, from sourcing all the way through to when you ship the item. You're making these decisions every day, and every day you should be streamlining all of these processes and figuring out how to be better and more productive. So you're only competing with yourself. If you find that you're taking too long to pull your items for shipping, maybe you need a new inventory management system. Maybe you need to organize your stuff. If it's taking you too long to ship, maybe your shipping station needs revamped. If you're not happy with the amount of listings you have, maybe you need to list more. If it's taking you too long for any process at all, I'm constantly, every single day, Keith and I both, every day when we are doing our processes and going through our procedures and doing our routines, it's a constant. Can I streamline this? Is there anything I can do to speed this up or be more productive with this? So you want to constantly ask yourself those questions, because no one will ever be perfect. No one will ever have the answers to everything, and no one will ever figure it out to where it's going to work forever. You're always going to have to pivot and change. The business you're building needs to thrive on consistency, your willingness to adapt, which I just talked about, how you have to be willing to pivot sometimes and change things. Your adaptability is going to come with changes on platforms, changes in your life and your own schedule, maybe your health changes. So you always have to be willing to do that. But you need consistency. You need a commitment to yourself for your professional growth. You need to constantly ask yourself those hard questions. Why is it taking me an hour to measure and photograph 5 pairs of jeans? Is there something I can do here to make it 6? Can I speed it up to 7? Don't compare your journey to anyone else. Just focus on what you are doing and what you can control. Your own mindset, your actions, your persistence, your routines. This job is hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to lie to you. This is not a glamorous, exciting job, okay? We're not all going to the thrift store one time and finding one item that we bring home that sells within 20 minutes of being listed and becoming a millionaire. This job is hard. It's tough. And there are times where this job is going to be so disappointing and just a huge struggle. Sales can be slow sometimes. You get a lot of returns sometimes, like back to back to back. Then there's times when sales are really good and everything you find at the thrift is, you feel like Midas. Everything you find and touch is gold, and you bring it home and you're making tons of money and sales are great and everything's good and everything's hunky-dory. But there's times where it's not like that too. And there's a lot of work and a lot of different jobs that go into reselling that people don't think about. They just see the glamorous highlight reels on YouTube, and that's a bunch of bullshit. That's not what reselling is. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm not sorry to tell you. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to give you the truth and the honesty of reselling behind the scenes and the tough love. That's what my channel is about. So it's going to feel tough sometimes, but that's why you have those really good routines in place. You know, the routines I've mentioned 8,333.5 times on this channel every day for the last however many years, 8 years, 9 years I've been on here. Routines, routines, routines. Because when you don't feel like it, you will. If you do these things in this order every day, over and over and over again, even on the days when you don't wanna, you will, because I do this first and then I do this. First I do this and then I do this. I don't feel like it, but I always do these things in this order. So I'm going to do these things in this order today, even though I don't feel like it, because I do this every day. If you're committed to competing with no one else, just yourself, you will be so amazed how much you will improve on every single process, every hat we wear. If you are just competing with yourself, you're even going to get better at accounting. Trust me, when you are just trying to be better than yourself at everything we do in a day, you're going to soar because you're not worried about what I'm doing and you're not worried about what Robert's doing. You're worried about yourself. You're going to find new strengths you've never had, and you're going to build a level of success that is uniquely yours. And then if you have the correct personality and you want to share that on social media with others, that's great. If you're not a person who likes to be on social media and in the spotlight, keep it to yourself. So what I want you to do is to ask yourself today and every day, how can I be better than I was yesterday? Every morning when you come in to your workspace, whether it's a corner of your small apartment, your living room, an office, a warehouse, the chair at the end of your bed, I don't care. Whenever you go to where you work, ask yourself, how can I be better than I was yesterday? And then do it. Make it happen. Not to prove something to anyone else, but to prove it to yourself. To prove to yourself that you can consistently be better than the person you were yesterday. Go be productive, guys. Go make some money. Go be better than you were yesterday. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.